151, I'm Ross Kaminsky, and for Mike Rosen, joined by Laura Carno of I Am Created Equal. Laura's got a big new push regarding Senator Mark Udall, who I guess, like every Senate Democrat, was, in a way, the deciding vote for Obamacare, which I think and hope will be a major issue in the election. Before we get Laura to speak for a second, I just loved the I think 15-second ad that you did the other day, and I want to play it for our listeners, if you would, Dave.
Senator Udall, don't you dare tell more lies about this healthcare mess. You're the one who took away our doctors. You're the one who canceled our plans. You looked us in the eye, Senator Udall, and you lied.
That's powerful. Really. I mean, even if I were someone who was neutral, although I'm not, that's really powerful. And it's a different, I don't know, could it be just because it's in a woman's voice that it feels so different to me from the usual stuff you hear?
You know, it could be that it's in a woman's voice, and it could be that I'm an actual real person and not an actress who's just ticked off. And you may know a little bit about my background. I've worked in the corporate world for 25 years. I'm not a lifelong political worker, and, you know, sort of just tripped and fell into this, you know, hey, I've got something that I can say that really gets through to people. And you mentioned that everybody was the decisive vote, but Mark Udall was the 60th and decisive vote out of those 12 undecided people.
So he claimed near the end that he wasn't sure what he was going to do.
Correct. There were 12 of them. So, and in those 12 states, we all say that's the 60th vote. But without him, there wouldn't be Obamacare. And we're running a radio spot, including here on your station, where we say that without Mark Udall, there wouldn't be Obamacare. And they knew that we were going to lose our doctors and that we could lose our plans. They knew this. I mean, we knew it, Ross. You and I knew it. You know,
I actually bet, and don't take this as any kind of support for Mark Udall, because there isn't any. I bet he didn't know, because I bet he didn't read the bill. I bet his staffers didn't read the bill. I bet nobody at the White House told him, because they didn't want anyone to know. And it's not an excuse for him. He's kind of a non-entity as far as I'm concerned. He's a bump on a log who doesn't do anything except vote exactly the way Barack Obama wants him to vote. You've got a new mailer coming out soon that I think mentions the percentage of the time that he voted with Barack Obama. Right,
99%. It's actually the closest match. There was a group that did a little eHarmony kind of matchup that they were a match made in heaven. They answered 99% of the answers the same. So you're right. He sort of is a rubber stamp for the president. But what's interesting is, and I've had people say, what if he really didn't know? He has one job. He's a United States senator.
Right.
And he's supposed to be the senator for the entire state, not just for the people who voted for him. And his constituents, the state of Colorado, at all stages of the Obamacare debate and various processes of the passage, begged him not to pass it. We didn't want it. And what's happening since, and as you know, 335,000 Coloradans have had their plans canceled. And you know who is mostly in charge of plans in the family is women. Women are ticked off.
Right.
And in the U.S. Senate races, in the previous one, Michael Bennet won women by 10%, even though he barely squeaked his victory by a couple percentage points. Women are running nationwide, running from anybody who voted for Obamacare, because they're the ones seeing the problems.
I hope you're right. I'll tell you what, we only have about 2 minutes left. I do want to grab one quick call. Susan in Weld County, how you doing, Susan? What's on your mind?
Hi, I'm good. I just wanted to ask your guest, how would she suggest getting through to people who are your bleeding heart liberal types? And it kind of goes along with the Obamacare thing, because these people, they want people to have health care, and they believe what they've been told, that, oh, this is for the good of society, and they just want to do good, but they think that it's government that is the avenue to do that. How do you get through to those people?
Great question, Susan. Those people just want things to get better as we want things to get better. And what we can help them understand, especially because Obamacare has been such a failure in its rollout, in just all of the stories of people in the middle of their cancer care and that sort of thing. We all want the same thing. We want better care for people. The way that the federal government is doing it is not working.
Yeah.
So it's a
So I think there
practical
should be
answer.
some
It's not an
ads.
ideological answer. It's a practical answer.
Right.
Yeah, we all want the same thing, but their way doesn't work. Our way will.
Right. I think we need to just get our way out there more, and show how it does work. I wish there was some way to teach people that.
Right.
You know?
And in, Susan, in normal people language, because
exactly.
what I would tell that person that you're talking about is, do you think somebody thousands of miles away in Washington, D.C. should pick your doctor, or that you should pick your doctor? It really is very simple, and those are easy words to understand.
Go take care of your kids, Susan. Thanks a lot
Yes,
for the
thank
call.
you.
Appreciate it. We've got about 30 seconds left. Tell our listeners very quickly websites they can go to keep up with what you're doing.
Sure. So the Udall Lied campaign is at udalllied.com. And you can find out more about that and about other things that I'm up to at lauracarno.com.
CARNO, lauracarno.com. Thank you so much, Laura, for being in studio with us. I really appreciate